Bat. A bat is a flying mammal that is known for its use of echolocation to navigate and find prey. Bats belong to the order Chiroptera and are the only mammals capable of sustained flight. They come in many different species and can be found all over the world. The lifespan of bats varies greatly among species, but most have a lifespan of 20 to 30 years. Some species, such as the little brown bat, have a lifespan of 5 to 10 years, while others, such as the black flying fox, can live over 20 years. The lifespan of bats is influenced by various factors, including their habitat, food availability, and exposure to predators and diseases. Bats feed on a variety of foods, depending on the species. The main types of food that bats eat are 1. Insects. Many species of bats feed on insects, such as mosquitoes, moths, and beetles. 2. Nectar and pollen. Some species of bats feed on nectar and pollen from flowers, which helps pollinate the plants. 3. Fruits. Some species of bats feed on fruit and help to disperse the seeds of plants, helping them to spread and thrive. 4. Small mammals. A few species of bats feed on small mammals, such as mice, voles, and shrews. 5. Fish. Some species of bats feed on fish and are the only mammals that hunt for fish in the water. Overall, bats play an important role in maintaining the balance of ecosystems by consuming large numbers of insects and spreading plant seeds. Here are a few interesting facts about bats. 1. Bats are the only mammals capable of sustained flight. 2. There are over 1,300 species of bats, making up about a quarter of all mammal species. 3. Bats are important for the pollination of flowers and the dispersal of seeds, which helps maintain the health of ecosystems. 4. Bats are also major predators of insects, and some species can eat thousands of insects in a single night. 5. Many species of bats form large colonies, sometimes numbering in the millions. 6. Bats have a reputation for being carriers of disease, but only a small percentage of bat species carry diseases that can be transmitted to humans. 7. Bats are important symbols in many cultures, often associated with the night, death, and rebirth. 8. Bats have a slow reproductive rate and are vulnerable to habitat loss, making them vulnerable to population declines. Bats exhibit a variety of behaviors, including 1. Echolocation. Bats use echolocation to navigate and find food in the dark. 2. Roosting. Bats roost in groups in dark, protected areas during the day and come out to hunt at night. 3. Migration. Some species of bats migrate to warmer climates for the winter. 4. Mating. Bats mate in the spring or fall and the female will store the male's sperm until the winter when she is ready to fertilize the egg. 5. Social behavior. Some species of bats live in large colonies and exhibit social behaviors such as grooming and cooperative hunting. 6. Hibernation. Some species of bats hibernate in winter to conserve energy. Bats mate in the spring or fall, depending on the species and their geographic location. Some species of bats mate in large groups, while others mate in pairs. The mating process typically involves a male pursuing a female and using vocalizations, physical displays, and chemical signals to attract a mate. After mating, the female bat stores the male's sperm until the winter, when she is ready to fertilize her eggs. Most species of bats give birth to only one offspring at a time, which is known as a pup. The female bat will nurse the pup with milk until it is old enough to fly and hunt for its own food. Bats have a slow reproductive rate and are vulnerable to population declines due to habitat loss and other factors. Some species of bats are also threatened by white nose syndrome, a disease that has decimated bat populations in North America. Overall, bats have complex behaviors that are influenced by their environment and survival needs.